walkthrough of the 12-inch screen on the Malibu Boats. So here you can see everything just booted up. This is your depth screen. It will show you your recent history of your depth right here, as long as your current depth right there. So that's pretty nice to see. If you've gone over a shallow spot or something, then you know not to go back there on the lake. So it will also always show your depth up here in the top left-hand corner, even if you are not on this screen, so that's nice as well. So on this left side, you see, obviously you have mile per hour here on your gauge there. You also have digital mile per hour there. You can come in here and change it to RPM if you choose to here by tapping that button. And you'll still have your mile per hour there. This is showing it's going off a paddle wheel right now. This boat is equipped with a zero-off GPS system as well. You see fuel percentage here. This is your cruise control button that you can turn on and off manually if you choose to. That stuff will most of the time be set in your presets that you're going to be using, but we can talk about setting it here manually as well. So just like in your car, you just tap the button there. You see your cruise control set speed there. That will be what your target speed is, and your actual speed will show right here at all times. So you can come in here and press the plus or minus arrow there. If you want to make a big jump, you can hit your number there and choose, okay, let's do 22 miles an hour. If you're cruising across the lake or whatever you want to do there, apply. There you see there, so you don't have to press the down button or up button a million times. So that is nice. And then just continuing over here on the left side of the screen, this docking button will drop your throttle response down significantly, so you don't have the full throttle. You won't bash into a dock or something like that. Go home button, one of my favorite features on these boats. Once you're done for the day, or it's time to go back for lunch, or somebody needs to use the bathroom, you hit this button, it will drain your ballast, it will stow your wedge, it will stow your surf gate if you're surfing, and it will turn your cruise control off. Very, very nice feature. Up here on the top of the screen, you will see kind of all your vitals at kind of a abbreviated view of them. So you'll have your oil pressure, coolant temp, battery voltage. This will show your radio. If you are on Bluetooth, it'll show you what song you're playing, that kind of thing. And then your time will show here. Over here you have the air temp and water temp, and then your compass. Continuing on this right side of the screen here, you have this sensor button. That is for your ambient light sensor. At nighttime, your screen knows to dim down a little bit. During the bright daylight, it knows to be as bright as it can. So you can press this sensor button and it'll go into nighttime mode or daytime mode, whichever you choose. Your surf left, surf right, center, that's pretty self-explanatory. You're surfing left, you can hit surf left. Once again, all this stuff will more than likely be set in the presets. We'll get to that here in a second. But if you want to switch on the fly while a surfer is surfing, then you can, switch them over to surf right if you choose to, if they want to try to do a transfer or something. Or if they fall and they want to get up on the other side, you can do that as you're pulling around to pick them up, or anything like that. So very nice. You can also adjust these things on your sport dash. Down here on the bottom, this is your Power Wedge 3 settings. So you have lift mode, which is mainly used for heavily weighted boats in wakeboard scenarios. It is absolutely phenomenal feature. You'll get on plane pretty much instantly. It's very nice. And then as you go up your Power Wedge 3 settings, you will have a more aggressive wake and wave. As you drop down on your Power Wedge settings, you will have a more mellow wake and wave. So if you have a kid or a small person surfing, you're going to be on maybe a Wedge 1 or 2 possibly. If you have a little bit bigger person, you may be on a 4 or 5 possibly. So that's where all of your adjustment of your wakes and waves is, and it can all be done on the fly while somebody's surfing, or they fall and they say, hey, I need a little bit more push. Bump that wedge number up 1 or 2, and they will have plenty of push. So that's all very easily adjustable right there at your fingertips, or on your sport dash, or on your surf band. Right here in the middle of the right side, you see all of your ballast levels. So if there was to be water in this, you would see blue level. So if it's 50%, you would see blue halfway up all the way across. If you're 100%, the whole thing is going to be blue. So BCPS, that stands for bow, center, port, starboard, showing all of your ballast. The port and the starboard are L-shaped hard tanks that you can see the levels of your hard tank and your soft plug and play if you choose to have that option. So the bow and the center tanks, obviously those are hard tanks subfloor that you'll see your levels in, and then the port and the starboard, like I said, are L-shaped tanks, allowing you to see the level of your hard tank subfloor and your supplemental plug and play ballast if you do have those in your boat. Back to the center part of the screen here, this bottom right icon there, that is your rudder position sensor. This boat is optioned with that, so if I turn my wheel here, you will see the rudder is changing. That is very nice. If you are docking or trailering, you can always know where your rudder's at. Back to this here, we have your depth screen still that comes up on your startup. And if we march our way to the right here, this is going to be your reverse camera, your docking camera, if you have that option on your boat. If you want to watch your surfer or see if anyone's back behind the boat when you're starting up, ready to leave the cove, you can simply come in here, hit your reverse camera. You see our pro shot back there. You can come in here and choose the full screen option and watch my surfer as they're surfing, or see if there's somebody back there, make sure your swim step is up, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. So that is a very nice feature. If you come over here to the next one on the right, this is kind of more of an expanded view of your vitals. That will show your RPM, it will show your oil pressure, your coolant temperature, and your battery voltage, and also your engine hours. So this is a brand new 2024 23 LSV we are in right now. It's got 0.6 hours. March our way back this way. See all these screens we've already gone over. This is going to be your gold mine here. This is where you're going to spend most of your time in this preset menu. So there is many different presets you can add for every different thing that you want to do. So these are all factory presets here: wakeboard beginner, intermediate, advanced, surf left, surf right. Pretty self-explanatory. All of these can be edited, and then you can create new ones, like I said, down below. So that will be in another video if you want to see how to edit and or create a new preset. So let's say we were wanting to surf left here, we would hit surf left, and then we would hit load. That will fill all of our ballast to the desired amount. That will set our cruise control to the desired speed. It will set our surf gate to the desired side and your power wedge. It also will set your auto volume setting, which is a very nice thing as well. We'll go over that in the other video when we show you how to create a preset or edit a preset. Continuing to this side, this is your expanded ballast view. Like I said earlier, you'll always see your ballast levels here, but you can't fill and drain from this. But you can come in here and select 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whichever ones you want to select, and fill or drain. Or you can just come over here and press fill all, drain all, stop all, 50%. You know, you can see what you can do there. Most of this will be done in your presets. Like I've said, these will fill up with blue as your ballast are filling as well. So let's say we're selected a surf preset and everything's filling to 100%, so you'll see these start to fill with blue like it's filling with water, and you'll be able to see your level there as well. Alright guys, that should be a pretty quick walkthrough of the 12-inch screen on the Malibu Boats. Like I said, this is a 2024 Malibu 23 LSV we're in right here. It will be the same across the line pretty much of Malibus, of all the wake setters and the M series.